of life on Rim FM 90.7. And if you are an entrepreneur, whether you are running a business, dreaming of starting one, or even juggling a side hustle, today's chat is just for you. There is something exciting happening on the 19th of September at Elohim Bible Church in Marlboro, Senton. It's the Faith-Driven Entrepreneur Conference Watch Party. And so joining us this hour is Pastor Jerry Vilakazi, a seasoned businessman, entrepreneur, and senior pastor of Elohim Bible Church, who has a passion for leadership transformation and helping entrepreneurs see faith as their greatest strength in the business world. Welcome, man of God.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and thanks for having us this afternoon. And we thank God for this opportunity to share what we're doing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. Now, when people hear faith-driven entrepreneur conference, some might think faith and business, do they really mix? And how do you personally see those two words coming together? And what was the brain behind the idea?
I think one of the contributors to the challenges that the world is facing economically is because the church actually stepped out of what God's intention was when he created man, which was to manage God's creation. And secondly, we also miss the fact that when he created man, it was to multiply, be fruitful, and ensure that what God gives him, he stewards it and look after it faithfully. So the Faith-Driven Entrepreneurs Conference is a global movement.
Okay.
We are going to be joining on the 19th entrepreneurs across the globe who will be coming together with top Christian faith driven founded business leaders that are making an impact in the marketplace and in their work in the economy in their countries. Let's remember that the Bible says in Genesis chapter 13 in verse 2 that Abraham became very successful, wealthy, with livestock, silver, and gold. And
businessman.
We always only remember the fact that he is the father of faith. But his faith was also manifested in his ability to dominate in the economy of the day. Similarly, Joseph became a very powerful minister. We always think of him purely as a prime minister, but he oversaw an economic growth and surplus and enough food from agriculture being produced in a season of famine. People came from all over the world to buy food because they had produced enough to trade and sell. There's a lady in Acts chapter 16, in verse 14, Lydia. Lydia was a very successful businesswoman, and she used her success in the marketplace, her money, her resources to advance the kingdom. She supported the spreading of the gospel and carried the preaching of the gospel. So as a church, one of the things that made us to join this, we've always believed that our mandate is to preach the gospel. That Jesus died on the cross, rose again. In doing so, he restored what was lost when man fell into sin. And one of the things that was lost is this ability to create wealth.
My God.
Because it comes from God. So on this day, we're looking forward to get and to sit with entrepreneurs again to inspire them so that they can learn from other faith and ethical business leaders, because some people think about business and think about it as something that is driven by an ethical behavior. But we believe this is a season that God is raising across the globe. People who believe in his word, people who has faith in God, who will be very successful in the business world.
You know, what you've just shared, Nan, is so powerful because, come to think of it, this is God's original idea, you know, that we can thrive successfully, not just within the church arena, but in the marketplace. Now, you are hosting a watch party right here in Senton at Elohim Bible Church. So what made you decide to bring this global event here in Senton?
As a church, we have, in the past few years, we started in 2017 as a church, and we have had a number of networking events where we bring professionals together and say to them, this is your calling. If you're in business, if you're a professional, your calling, what God created you for is to represent him wherever you are. So whatever you do, whether you're a teacher, you're a nurse, whether you're a businessman, whether you're an accountant, you're a manager in a company, you are called to serve there and do it as if you are doing it for God. And what we've encouraged them, we've created networks with business people, entrepreneurs, small businesses and established businesses, even those that are aspiring. We've brought them together to network. So this conference gives us an opportunity to expose local entrepreneurs, business leaders, and those that are aspiring for doing business, to come and hear from across the globe other entrepreneurs that have been successful in serving God through their businesses and through what God imparts in them as ideas for creating wealth. Because we believe that if the church takes its rightful place in the economy, we will be able, the church will become a solution to many of the problems. Exactly, that's what salt is about. And Jesus emphasized that fact that we are the salt. And he demonstrated it, by the way, when he called his 12 disciples. A number of them that he called were businessmen, because he wanted them to bring into ministry.
Even Paul.
The business, exactly. Even Paul. So a number of those that Jesus used. It's not that Jesus is only looking for those that are educated and those that are successful in business. He's looking even for those that are not successful, because he will give them the ability to become successful. The levels of unemployment in this country is too high. And we believe that part of the role of the church is to ensure that we equip believers for the work of ministry in the marketplace.
Wow. You know, man of God, I'm so touched you sharing this, because we in church, we rarely hear things like this. We just say receive prayer, you know, and all that. But this is life-changing empowerment. Now, I want to know, most of our listeners are hustlers, you know, in small businesses, maybe running a side hustle after work. So how can this event like this speak to their journey and benefit them? And also, let me add, if you can also give us a sense of some of the speakers that are going to be speaking at this event.
Yes, let me start by saying it is for all entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, successful owners of big businesses and small businesses. Small businesses are tomorrow's great businesses. We believe that as believers, we must never look down and underestimate the power of a small seed. Small beginnings always lead to greatness. The big businesses that we see is because somebody had a small idea that came to their mind. They were not afraid to start small. And they can tell the story of how many times they felt like giving up. Some of the speakers, for instance, that we're going to have a well-established man who is known in the business world, called Francis Chan. He's a pastor by background, but he went on to establish his different businesses that have supported ministries. Most of the proceeds of his business go into supporting ministries. He established one of the most established business school, and his principle was that there must never be anyone who wants to study the word for ministry who will not be able to do so because they don't have money. And he supports them. And one of the things he says is that our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't matter. Because so many people are successful, but they are successful in things that don't matter. So part of what we'll be hearing from him and other speakers relate to their own journey. Some of them have written books and books that are selling globally and very well. So they will be sharing these ideas of starting small and beginning and becoming big. This movement aims to develop over 1 million entrepreneurs, Christian believers who are called by God to be in business. The other one will be speaking is Bear Grylls. Somebody knows him, is from the UK. He is a strong believer. He has produced television programs. He is known in the media industry. He's written some of the best-selling books. He has a number of businesses. Some of his businesses actually tells the story of some of the businesses that he had to close.
Awesome. Wow. This is quite exciting indeed. And we've been speaking with Pastor Jerry Vilakazi, a seasoned businessman, entrepreneur, and senior pastor of Elohim Bible Church. As man of God, if you could let us in on how somebody who is listening right now could be a part of this event in terms of registration and stuff like that. Give us the venue as well and the time.
The venue to start with is at number 21, 14th Street in Marlboro. And that is at Elohim Bible Church. If you just go into Google, you Google Elohim Bible Church, it will give you the location where we are. And if you want to get information on our social media pages, we've got an advert, information about the conference on the 19th that we are starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, and registration and tea, and 8:30 sharp we start. We are finished by 12 o'clock, and we will be joining live entrepreneurs across the globe, not only sitting and listening. In between, there will be questions given to us to discuss. Anybody that requires further information about registration, you can phone 084 777 0014. 084 777 0014. You will get us. That is our administration number. It's open to, it's not only for members of Elohim, it's open for all believers from across the city. And you don't have to join and become a member. No. We're not taking membership.
Interdenomination. After you can go back to your church and be a blessing. That's
you go back into your church and you plant the seeds and let us multiply entrepreneurs.
Okay, so I noticed that even the sign-up fee isn't meant to keep anybody away. You've made space for those who can't afford it. Why was that important to you and your team? I see that you just want this to be a blessing to people. And also, can the pastors attend?
Yes, absolutely, because pastors, I listened to a pastor from Kampala in Uganda the other day, comes from a mainline church, but she was telling the extent to which they've integrated entrepreneurship in all their ministries: youth ministry, women's ministry, men's ministry, all the ministries. They integrate creativity, innovation, because they understand it's God who gives us the ability to create wealth. So pastors are encouraged to join so that they can be ambassadors of what God had intended for his people. And the reason why while there's a small fee that is payable, we have said no one who wants to attend must fail because they don't have money.
Thank you so much for that, man of God. So family, if you like to be part of the faith-driven entrepreneur conference watch party on Friday, the 19th of September, make sure you head over to our Facebook as well. You're going to get all the information there as given by the man of God. But the number to reach is 084 777-0014, and I believe you have also a website where somebody can.
Elohim.co.za.
Elohim.co.za. So don't miss out on this chance to connect faith and business in a powerful way. Man of God, I feel excited, and let this movement spread around. You know, the Christian world. It's something new. Like for me, I'm thinking this is a direction that the church should be heading to. And thank God for giving you the vision to bring this to our shores.
Thank you. God bless you. We appreciate the support of Rainbow FM, and God bless you.
Awesome. So we look forward to seeing you again, man of God. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bless you.